You know, like David and Goliath. You know David and Goliath? He was much bigger. You have to find a way, not head to head. So fight like an old man is rely on skill, not on your strength. Also in life, and I'll make this strategy. Let me explain strategy. When facing someone bigger, stronger, or competing, like my high-tech world, etc., I need to understand the other person. Understand, assess. In Japanese we call it yon. I look at someone, understand. And I don't know if any of you have done marketing in your life. In marketing we have a term, very famous, called SWOT. S-W-O-T. Anyone should know? No? No. You heard about this? It stands for strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threat. That means I look at someone and I want to do something to achieve, to convince, to make him help. Human interaction, you have it every day. First, study the other person, his intention, right? His dreams, his fears, whatever. Learn the other, cross the chasm, be with it, show empathy. Then, only then, after you cross it and understand the other person, you can set your strategy. How do I handle myself versus that person? Okay, martial arts, same thing, facing someone. I never attempt or this is suicide. I need to create an opening, an opportunity, a chance. And then, once he is committed, he exposes something. Then, even though he's twice as strong, I can have my opportunity. Life, martial arts, same thing. Okay. The big thing I wanted to mention next, and this is maybe the main thing for today. How can we change? When I say change for the better, improve in life. Let me explain this, okay? This is
personally?
Yes. You're, sorry, I don't know names, but I'll speak about myself. I am Eyal. What is Eyal? It's a set of, memories, skill, knowledge, habits, fears, dreams, everything that makes me today. Okay. Now, hopefully I have some good things about me, I hope, but I want to improve. I want to be better in some ways. Okay, and I think in life, this is our journey in life, to become better. You know, Jewish, right, with Jewish wisdom, you might know that they say, we come to this world to fix, to correct, to improve ourselves, right? And we go through the cycle. If you achieve that, cool. Anyone understand Hebrew? That's cool. If we're able to do it, great. If not, we are bound for another round in this life to correct, to fix, to change. So that's what we're here for. Now, how do we change? That's the main thing. I want to explain or speak about how do we change. It's not easy. It's not easy, but it's possible. Okay? Okay. So in our brain, basically, I'm making it very simplified. We have two parts. Everybody knows. Conscious, aware, and unconscious. Agreed? So far? Yes? No? Tell me yes? Yes. Okay. Very simple. Now, the unconscious part is the bigger part and the more efficient one. It controls everything you do out of habits, skills. Everything you eat, you sleep, if you drive, you do a dozen of things without thinking at all and perfectly well. Because it's already acquired in your unconscious brain. Now, we have the other part, which is the conscious thought. I think about something, right? Maybe I'm learning a new thing. I'm not perfect at that yet, but I'm able to do it. Now, the main thing I want to talk to you about is this path we want to take from. Let me use this. This is where I'm here today. This is me today. Good, bad, everything I stand for today. Okay. I want to be here, which is better in some way. Every individual needs to define. Look honestly at yourself. Honestly, it's not easy. And say, I'm this and that. I want to change that and be better in some ways. It's an individual, personal decision for you to make. Now, what you need to do, and this is the interesting part, you want to move, take this path from here, today, to here. This is the better you. Okay? How do we do this? What we need to do is, we call this, go through the discomfort zone. Because habits, everyone has habits. I have, you have, everybody has habits. Okay? And even if I realize my habits are no good, they're still habits. I'm used to it. This is my comfort zone. Okay, that's my balance point. Now, to move to something else and different, to change myself, at least for some time, I need to walk to this discomfort zone. Do things, try, think differently, things which makes me uncomfortable. I'm not used to, and that's not easy. But that's the only way to jump into this cold water and walk this path from here to here. Now what happens?
That's like we're afraid of the unknown.
Okay.
We know where we're at. That has become our comfort zone. Now, if we go somewhere new, we don't know what we're going to have.
Good example. Let's use this fear. Everyone has fears.
Yes.
Unknown is very general, but I want to take it a little more concrete. Each and every one of you have some fears, some situations, things that when occur makes you feel uncomfortable, fear, or maybe alert, or maybe completely, lose control. And you want to change it. You want to be able to cope well with these fear situations. How do you do this? So what I'm saying, what is fear? In your unconscious, there is the wiring, the neurons, that when the situation occurs, your unconscious screams, bad, 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 alarm, alarm, no good, escape, run, escape. This is what you are today. Now you want to change this. How? You want to change this, right? You want to be able, in the same situation, condition, to cope, not to feel fear and lose control, etc., etc. You need to reprogram your unconscious brain. New wiring. And the good news, and I'm going to explain more about this, but the good news, it's possible. It is possible. And I'm going to give you examples, okay? It is possible. I'm saying this because this has to do with the big notion, philosophical, of free choice. Do we have free choice? To change, to do, to impact, or everything is predestined? And we do things, we have the illusion that we're making decisions, but it doesn't matter. It's all preset, and whatever we do, it's not going to change anything. So I want to say we do have free choice, and number one, we can change ourselves. So what happens, and let me walk you through this, because this is really, for me, exciting, hopefully. I hope for you as well. What we do really is step number one, identify what you want to change. What's your goal? Otherwise, you're stuck. So number one, honestly, be honest with yourself, no fear. Say, I'm here today, I want to change this and that, and I want to be here. That's number one. Okay? So now I know where I want to go. Now, what I need to do is initially, consciously, thinking, doing, repetition. I'll give you an example of martial arts. You need to be strong, determined, and walk the path. And in your brain, what happens? Slowly, gradually, from the conscious, the thinking part, the aware part, it moves to your unconscious. There is new wiring. This is physiology. It's not some image I have, subjective. It really happens. This is science. Okay? So new structures, wiring is happening in your brain, in the unconscious part. And it takes place for over some period. And then over some period, once this is done, you have a new structure in your brain, and it's a new you, it's a new person. If you think of it, you're a new person with some new habit, skill, something that you have possessed, and is natural. You don't need to think about it. It's unconscious, it's yours. One interesting example to illustrate this. NASA, NASA, right, of course. They made an amazing experiment, I'm going to show you. They built special glasses, okay? Look, when you look at it, you see things 180 degrees, like upside down. And they gave it to a few astronauts to try. They had to wear it the whole day, morning, night, all day. Initially, when they put those glasses, there were all sort of symptoms, like blood pressure, because what happens, it's very strange and very uncomfortable. You look at, just imagine, you're used to seeing things, right? And that's the whole vision, and based on that you do things, everything is upside down. It's very distracting, alarming. It's terrible. So your unconscious brain screams, alarm, bad, bad, bad. No, we don't want that. So the blood pressure got up, etc., etc. Then making it short, I think the first one was after 26 days, the first astronaut reported his sight. I mean, he could see things with the glasses still. He could see things in a normal way. Okay? And a few days after, the rest of the astronauts reported the same thing. The same thing. What happened? In the brain, they walked this test. A new structure was built. Their unconscious brain initially rejected this confusing image upside down. But with time, it's adjusted. New wiring happened. New software, if you want, was installed in the brain. And then they accepted it and adjusted to a new situation. That's amazing, and that's, science, that's reality. So this is what's happening when you want to change your habit, and I'm saying habit, it's not knowledge. It's not opening a book and reading about Israel news. That's good. That's knowledge, information, that's great. I'm talking about way deeper to change who you are. Your core habits, what you are as a person. And I'm saying it's possible. It is, and it's happening. And to me, this is the most exciting. I'm trying to do it.